Hi everyone, this is 1 year to make a movie, week 31. Last week I had my first pre-production meeting and it was absolutely,
wait for it,
amazing.
Dairy! Legendary!
I loved it because suddenly everything was becoming real, concrete, and I felt like I was actually in my element. So that was the first one, but obviously pre-production meetings are a series of meetings when you organize, plan, discuss what's going to happen during the shoot. More you are prepared, more you can be flexible if something goes wrong. Planning and organization are definitely key during that process. For that first one, we talked about schedule, specifically how many meetings we're going to have and how often are we going to have them, but we started to talk even more about details like unit base and what we need to actually make this film happen. During this meeting, there was myself, my line producer, and the first AD. And that's an interesting role because before these meetings and before this project, I didn't know much about what is the first assistant director. They are doing way much more than assisting the director. They are actually organizing the shoot and being sure that everything is ready when the director says action. And it's important that they are in the loop for everything related to budget, equipment, and of course the number of days you're going to film, the crew, the cast.
You talk a lot.
So it was such a positive experience, but of course we also tackled the issues, or trying to anticipate the issues we're going to face. There are currently elements in the script which are concerning related to the organization but also the budget. The two elements in question are a petrol station and a moving car. Having a petrol station in the script means access to the petrol station. For this story, we need to film during the day. And of course, we cannot stop the customers. The other element is the copyright, because you need to film the brand. And of course, the last part is the risk itself. A petrol station is a dangerous situation, and having a crew and cast around it is raising some concerns in terms of risk assessment. The other element that we are concerned about is the moving car.
You ever seen that show, Cops?
Filming a moving car means adding some equipment like rigs, which are quite expensive, especially as you need to hire them. But this is not just about budget. We also need to consider insurance. The actor who's going to drive the car, do they have a driving license?
I need you to step out of the car, sir.
If we decide to rent a car, what kind of insurance do we need, and can we use the actor as a main driver? In terms of organization, this is tricky. How do we film in a flexible way if we already have these issues? So as a producer, my role is to discuss these issues with the creative team to see if we can find some alternatives. And I am very lucky because I have a very professional team who also consider these elements. The director and the scriptwriter are currently working on a third draft, and I cannot wait to see it. And that makes me think, maybe it's time to share a bit what this story is going to be about.
Why don't you tell me a story?
Our story is a rite of passage. It's a woman coming-of-age movie. Coming-of-age movies are slightly classic for men. We want to tell the story of a young woman. This heartfelt, emotional drama with a streak of dark comedy is the story we want to tell, and hopefully one that you would like to see. This is not a young woman fighting a parent's authority cliché, or the story of a woman defined by other men. This is a story about her, and what it means for her to grow up. We hope that this story will appeal to a young audience. What do you think? Is that the kind of movie you would like to see?